you have in mind to further this resolution before you leave office, especially to do with the appointment of women to be SRSGs? And I'll take with that a question, please, on the same topic from Ayashmita.
Hello, thank you for your time. I'm currently a student in gender and development, and my question is, how will the Sustainable Development Goal for gender equality help women and girls, especially those who are in conflict and poverty-stricken areas? Thank you.
When it comes to women issue, there are some different aspects. First of all, protecting their human rights and human dignity, and protecting women and girls from sexual violence or abuse of their rights. For that, we have been taking a lot of initiatives. First of all, in 2007, I have launched Unite to fight against violence, right to eradicate, end violence against women. That was well supported worldwide. Then 2 years ago, there was a He for She campaign. I was the first one to sign this declaration, and it has been supported worldwide. And there are many other initiatives like Every Woman, Every Child. Again, this is also a very important initiative. At the same time, it's not only protection. This is some limited. It has a limited sense. More proactive. This is a reactive. Let us do more proactive. This women and girls should be empowered. They should be given at least half of the opportunities, 50%, if not more. Because under this sky, half the sky are women and girls. So there should be, if not more, at least half. That's our consistent message. As I said in my remarks last month with Secretary Justin Greening, we, for the first time, established a high-level panel on gender, women's economic empowerment. I think women should be given empowerment in social, economically, and politically. I have been fighting with world leaders where women's right and empowerment was extremely low. I've been targeting, for example, 10 countries in the past, during the last 10 years, 10 countries where not a single woman is represented at the parliament. 8 countries where not a single woman is a cabinet member, minister. Why then you care about only parliament and minister? But this is the sort of one of the top jobs. I say that leadership starts from top. When we see more women at top, then I think it will change the shape or landscape. The Fortune magazine a few years ago surveyed and researched, and they found a very interesting result. The more women are sitting in a board of directors in a company, the more benefit, the more profit these companies were making. So I've been speaking to business communities, appoint more women directors and board of directors. Then your company will strive more. Therefore, we are doing some sort of reactive way, just countering and preventing this. At the same time, empowering. These are two big directions United Nations is now moving on.
Secretary General, UN reform has been on the agenda for many years and still is. So my question is, where do you actually see the greatest need still for Security Council reform, and what can we realistically expect, let's say in the 5 to 10 next years? Thank you.
I'm not sure whether I have a clear-cut answer to your question, Master. When I first became Secretary General and campaigning, many people asked the same questions, 9 years ago. They're continuing questions. I didn't get the point what the UN reform meant. The UN reform is almost identified as a Security Council reform. I thought UN reform was something how to change your management styles and have to make this organization accountable and transparent and effective. So I've been answering, well, I'll do this and that, and no, I'm talking about Security Council. Now I understood the full details. When somebody says United Nations reform, they only talk about Security Council. Because that seems to be the most important and which may open many further wider reforms of the United Nations. Then I'm telling you, in principle, the Security Council should be reformed, considering such a huge, tremendous changes which have transpired during the last 70 years. There was only one time Security Council was expanded. Then after that, it's been, regardless of what kind of changes have taken place, they have remained the same. The Security Council should be changed in a more democratic, more accountable, more transparent, more representative way. Now, on these 4 areas, member states have been engaging and discussing. They first started in an open-ended working group. Then open-ended working group that really created a lot of even more confusion. And then they started the General Assembly-led informal negotiation. And it's still going on. Negotiation is going on. But without still any text as a draft. That's one problem. There are many good elements suggested by the member states. Each and every member state has their views. Now it's time for member states to focus and try to have some more concrete way of generating their focus on the detailed way. But I don't think member states have arrived at that stage at this time. And I think the permanent members of the Security Council, I think it depends largely on how they make their position. If they have political will, I think they can have. But unless they have a full 5P5 agreement, it will be very difficult this time. Unfortunately, my answer is not satisfactory to you. Thank you. My answer is raise your voice. Raise your voice. Sometimes you may think that I can raise the voice all the time, but I have some constraint sometimes, political constraint. But that doesn't mean that I'm not raising voice. But you have no such restrictions. You have Secretary General sometimes has to be political. You have to be caring about all the concerns and positions and how to harmonize and balancing. It's extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. Sometimes I can easily become scapegoat. So Secretary General, SG, normally they call me SG, but I am scapegoat. I don't want to be scapegoat, but you don't need to be scapegoat. You cannot be scapegoat. So raise your voice, I will protect you, I will support your voice. Thank you. senators or mayor or your professors. Look, professor, senator, this is going to be my world. I'm going to live in this world. You may go. I'm going this next year. But in any way, you have such a tremendous capacity, tremendous future, brighter future. My role as a Secretary General at this time, and ambassadors all present here, is to make sure that this world is a place where everybody can play in a fair and equal way. Then it's up to you, up to you. I'm telling you, just to forget about what and where you are. If you are living in United Kingdom, there is a possibility you may have to forget and do not know what's happening outside of the United Kingdom. Just try to see what's happening in Africa and many developing countries. The life is completely different. Completely different. Then can you do something for them? And whenever I travel, I meet a lot of young people who volunteer their time, living together with them, and trying to help them, educate them, train them, or teach them, and work with them. By doing that, you can expand your vision. At this time, you have to expand your global vision. Being a global citizen, that's more important than learning one more in mathematics or formulas. I think after all, we have a limited memory capacity. Whatever you learn today may be outdated by tomorrow. Because of this rapidly changing, transformative technologies. And this world is changing very fast. At lightning speed, people say that what is more important or unchanging is your vision, your mindset. Whether you will work for global common prosperity and harmony, or whether you will work only for your community. I think you look beyond your community. That's my message to you. And raise your voice.
Secretary General, thank you for engaging this conversation. It's been marvellous to have you with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please express your appreciation.